Bobby, welcome. How are you?
Hey, Mike, long time, not first time. How the hell are you?
Good, Bobby. How are you? We'll be looking forward to having a breakfast with you on the 15th, which we've done with a lot of guys down there. It'll be a lot of fun. But let me ask you a couple of questions about the Mets since you've been following them and doing some work with SNY. How concerned are you with what you see right now? This team's lost 10 out of 13. They're not hitting. They're not fielding. The bullpen's a disaster. They haven't won a game except when Harvey pitched, except one game in 18 days. How concerned are you about the team right now?
Well, Mike, I watched the team, and you have to be concerned, when you slip below 500 and you have basically an inexperienced group and a bullpen that's on a little shaky ground. I think you have to be concerned and hope that the season doesn't slip away early. But I think they have good guys. I think they have guys on the team who are made of the right stuff. And, if they got to play, the underbelly of some of these divisions, which they got a chance last night with Miami, regretfully, but maybe they could stack up some wins. But I'd be concerned about the lack of depth in that pitching and the lack of outfield experience that they have.
Bobby, when you got a guy like Wheeler, who now, they'd like to probably bring him up, especially once they hit the middle of May or late May, and then you hear that he doesn't like the altitude, the feel of the ball. He doesn't like the dry air in Vegas. What would you do with him? You leave him in Vegas, you move him to another minor league place, you bring him to the majors. What do you do with a kid who's supposed to be a, top of the rotation pitcher?
Well, I'd make sure if he's top of the rotation that he learn to pitch in whatever conditions he's pitching in. And, a pitcher doesn't get to dictate whether it's raining or it's in Colorado or you're playing in the, sunshine of Southern California. You have to stand on the mound and learn to pitch in the conditions that the game is being played in that day.
Talking with Bobby V. Bobby, of course, who now is also the AD at Sacred Heart. Bobby, what drew you to that job?
Actually, it's July 1st. I'll take on the reins there. Actually, it was just a phone call and a couple dinners with the president and the legal counsel. And, they presented a challenge of directing 31 Division I sports teams and 90 people who have to take care of those teams, and they had a void. They wanted it filled, and they think I can fill it. We'll find out come July 1st.
Well, I'm sure. Listen, as popular as you are in Connecticut, and as well as you know the area, and you'll do a very good job for them in a lot of ways, and I'm sure help them elevate their programs, which is what all these colleges want to do now. They all want to get a bigger piece of the pie, and they all want to have more prominent teams. And we've seen a lot of guys in the metropolitan area do that, whether it was Stony Brook or some of the other places, Quinnipiac. A lot of places have really moved up. So is that your dream? Is that your goal with Sacred Heart?
Well, we'll take one step at a time, Mike. But we have a very high tuition. We have a great student body, and like I said, we have 31 Division I teams. So I think if we get a little more facility friendly, if we could build out our sports facilities a little, if we maintain the level of student athlete that they've maintained over the years, the quality of student athlete, I think there's room to grow.